And a 1, 2, 3, 7. Yeah, hey. Yeah, hey. Hey, do what you want, but don't do it around me. Idleness and dissipation breed apathy. I sit on my ass all goddamn day. A misanthropic anthropoid with nothing to say. What you must do all you can. Break all the fucking rules and go to hell with Superman. Die like a champion, yeah, hey. Yeah, hey. And I don't know if the millions will survive, but I believe in God when 1 and 1 are 5. My moniker is man and I'm rotten to the core. I'll tear down the building just to pass through the. Say what you must, do all you can. Break all the fucking rules and go to hell with Superman and die like a champion, yeah, hey. Yeah, hey. You create your own reality and leave mine to me, leave mine to me. You create your own reality and leave mine to me, leave mine to me. Incomplete, 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 incomplete. And leave mine to me, leave mine to me, leave mine to me, leave mine to me. And say what you must, do all you can. Break all the fucking rules and go to hell with Superman. Die like a champion, yeah, hey. Yeah, hey. Yeah, hey. Yeah, hey. In the spirit of punk rock, I don't think I'm going to do this again. Yeah, that's like a Bad Religion medley I just came up with. The main song is Do What You Want, and then I added some parts from Incomplete and Leave Mine to Me. I probably could have picked like 10 more additional Bad Religion songs because they have like 1,000 songs. I always said if I became like a performer, I would start every show with this song. It was a thought I had. It's a cool song to cover to start a show. It's like less than 2 minutes long. Just speaking specifically of do what you want. Do what you want, but don't do it around me. Idleness and dissipation. If you could play that to open a show, it would like get the energy going really well. Even if you're not a punk band, you could do an acoustic version and it just brings the mood of the crowd up. I don't know if it's my favorite Bad Religion song, but it's one of them. Do what you want, but don't do it around me. It's kind of the anthem of Bad Religion in general, really. It's kind of a don't tread on me type of thing, which is why I added the line from Leave Mine to Me. Leave mine to me, leave mine to me. You create your own reality. Leave mine to me, leave mine to me, leave mine to me. I kind of had a mess around with the arrangement to get a cool sounding melody for this medley, the Bad Religion medley. It literally took me 10 minutes to come up with this, which is good and bad. I'm not trying to be lazy. Like, yeah, I could spend all day like forming like a cooler arrangement, but I said in the spirit of punk rock, sometimes it's cooler just to get it all out very quickly like that. This was like my first take. I originally started recording, or I did a version, but I forgot to hit record. So this was my second take, but I think it's decent at least. And why did I pick this song? Bad Religion in terms of lyrics and energy and influence. Yeah, they're in my top 5 bands probably. I would say easily they're in my top 5. Just for their catalog alone. I heard Stranger Than Fiction on cassette when I was like probably 14 or 15. Then I heard Recipe for Hate, and that has so many songs that just kind of hit me pretty hard. Skyscraper, Struck a Nerve, so many good symbolic elements. I don't think there's a better lyricist. Like, listen to the lyrics of this song, it's just crazy, dude. Idleness and dissipation breed apathy. I sit on my ass all goddamn day. A misanthropic anthropoid with nothing to say. Like, you can't write shit like this. I can never write lyrics like this. My moniker is man, and I'm rotten to the core. I'll tear down the building just to pass through the door. Like, it's a simple punk song, but the lyrics are exceptional, man. I don't think there's a better lyricist in general, not just speaking of punk rock. Like Greg Graffin, he's like I said before, he's a professor at some different colleges. I think he's like I'm gonna forget what his official term is in the sciences, some kind of I forget, man. I wanted to say biology, but it's something else. I forget his exact field of study, but it's something around that. Maybe more anthropology or something. But I read one of his books not too long ago, Population Wars, and he goes into that. I think it's about evolution. Yeah, evolutionary biology, maybe. Maybe I'll look it up and link the book that I read a couple years ago. There's a Bad Religion book called Do What You Want, which is really good. It goes through their entire history as a band and their touring and everything. It's a great book. And about Epitaph Records and all that stuff. That's what got me into punk rock as a teenager. But the Greg Graffin book is more just heady stuff about evolutionary biology. The book I read is Population Wars, but he's got maybe 2 or 3 other ones as well. And yeah, it's not fresh in my mind, but he kind of goes through comparing evolutionary of other species and how that relates to humanity politically, sociologically, and all those big words. It's a good book. I can't speak intelligently about it because it's not fresh in my head right now. But it's definitely worth reading if you like stuff like that and if you're a fan of Bad Religion. I saw Bad Religion live one time, I think. Maybe twice. Once at the Warped Tour and then maybe over 10 years ago at the Electric Factory in Philadelphia. And yeah, they're just down to earth, great punk rockers, man. To do it that long and still put out great material. The Age of Unreason was amazing. I thought it was among their best albums. The Paranoid style was crazy influential in my life because I kind of was going through that shit during 2020, during COVID times. The Paranoid Style in American Politics. If you listen to that song and watch the music video, and I speak about it in my book as well, there's a lot of relevance to my own mental breakdown and shit back in 2020 that I was going through. And yeah, it affected a lot of my screenwriting. Bad Religion and their philosophy and some of the things they explore in their songs and their albums, Flat Earth Society and all these crazy looks, American Jesus, these looks at American life and just global society and how fucked up people are and hypocrisy, and they go, it's not just against religion, I guess I'm trying to say. They kind of attack all parts of existence that deserve to be attacked and criticized. Like, I don't know if they have any songs where they actually speak glowingly of organized religion. Probably not, but I don't think you could argue with a lot of their philosophical arguments if it's only coming from Greg Graffin. Like, yeah, the dude knows what he's talking about. I'm not going to try to dissect his lyrics and say what he means in all his songs. Maybe he just wants people to interpret his songs in their own unique way, or at least research some of the things he's talking about. I'm not going to try to pretend to understand in depth what he's trying to convey to the public. But there are songs like American Jesus that are kind of straightforward, like Christianity or any religion, Judaism, Islam, can be hijacked to serve a political purpose for resource wars and other types of conflicts. Religion is a way to get the battle cry out there. Religion is a way to do that throughout history. How do you get people to want to fight and die for a cause? You tell them it's for God or whatever. It's God's on our side. And they go into that. A lot of their messages are kind of into that. But yeah, a lot of it goes over my head as well. Like, when I heard the song The Paranoid Style in American Politics from Age of Unreason, and I think that's from 2018 or 19, so they're still putting out amazing punk rock songs and albums. I had to look up the whole history behind that song. There's a political essay from 1964, I forget the author, but he wrote about the paranoid nature of American politics, about all kinds of stuff that is still relevant today, definitely. If you watch the movie Network, it kind of ties into that. The paranoia of cable news, 24-hour news cycle. Now it's about social media and all the politics and bullshit of social media. So yeah, there's so much relevance to Bad Religion. You could go back to their old albums and still connect it to today's society, because we're not that different from 30 years ago. You look at the messaging in politics, it's still the same thing over and over again. So I wanted to get this song out. I think I'm going to do what I did last week, where I do all of my music in one day to get it all out of the way. Since I'm already in music mode, my voice is kind of warmed up a little bit. I can get it all out at once and do my anatomy of a song, which I just did. I just did my anatomy of a song, Seen Angels Fall, and it's kind of an interesting dichotomy. That's kind of a spiritual song, and now I'm going to cover Bad Religion. Because I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't care what religion you adhere to or you follow, whatever. There's always going to be hypocrisy and bullshit. I don't care how perfect you think your religion is or your scripture is. There's always going to be something that needs to get edited or changed, right? There, Lutheranism, the Reformation. There's always Renaissance. There's always movements of every religion. I'm sure Scientology will go through some shit. Who knows? Because religion ultimately is a business, and they want to keep their membership up. So you see religion constantly modernizing itself to keep up with the times. And yeah, sure, there's some conservative traditional voices that don't like that. They want to go back to like the Inquisition and shit. But I don't think that's the majority, at least. At least I hope not. So whether it's bad religion criticizing organized religion or some kind of hypocritical theme, I don't think it's a bad thing whether you believe in that religion or not. Like, you should want to make your political party better. You should want to make your religion better through messaging. It's a corporation. You have to look at organized religion as a corporation. They have a legal team. They have public relations. They have anti-defamation leagues. Again, speaking of legal stuff. Organized religions or corporations like anything else. But they don't have to pay taxes. So they kind of have everyone else beat because they don't have to pay taxes or anything. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with criticizing your religion, even if you're a Muslim and you criticize Islam for something. If you're a Jewish person, you criticize Judaism over something. It doesn't mean you're attacking that entire life philosophy. It just means you're being honest with yourself. And I think that's why bad religion connected to me when I was a teenager in Catholic school. Why bad religion connects to me now in my 40s. Maybe my favorite lyrical band, because I feel like it goes over my head a lot, and I need to go on YouTube and look for people who can explain what the songs mean. That's the cool part of music for me. Like, it's like reading a book almost. If you go through Stranger Than Fiction, maybe that's my favorite Bad Religion album. Every song is just some kind of lyrical passage that makes you like, what the hell is he talking about? Or it makes you want to dive deeper into the concept. And I really love these three songs. Do What You Want, Leave Mine to Me, and Incomplete. Incomplete, I believe, is on Stranger Than Fiction. Leave Mine to Me, I forget what album that is. But I said before, if I don't have any tattoos, but if I got tattoos, I would get you create your own reality, like across my arms like that. Create, just in like black bold letters, create your own reality. Because that's a big thing through life that you have to learn, that whether you know who you are or not, because you're constantly going to change throughout your life. And there's going to be people that try to write your narrative for you and fill your head with bullshit, whether digitally on social media or physically in real life, whatever real life is. And nobody has the right to put their reality on you. I don't care the cable news, what they're trying to get you to talk about or have in your mind when you go through your day listening to the radio or on your social media, or all these advertisements on every fucking thing that you walk by. It's not necessarily a bad thing. There can be positivity from all this information just seeping into your brainwaves. It can help promote a more peaceful, connected world, and I'm trying to look on the positive side of things, look on the bright side of life, like the Monty Python song. Which maybe I'll have to cover that song one day. Always look on the bright side of life. But what was I talking about? Yeah, like all this information will cause some kind of overload in your circuitry, which is what happened to me during COVID. And for a long time, I was dealing with shit like that. I spoke about it. Like, I don't watch the news anymore. I don't follow politics because I don't know. I just can't get. I can't look at it normally. Like, I always go to this degree that's unhealthy, and I have to dive deeper into all these political topics. And well, what are they really talking about? What's the hidden meaning here? And I get way too crazy with it, man. Not always, but certain things when a big event like 9/11 happens or a big event like COVID goes down, like yeah, there's so much information you don't know where to even get your information from sometimes. And yeah, bad religion goes down all these avenues as almost like as a warning to people, like protect your consciousness because there's going to be malevolent forces out there that try to manipulate you and try to bring you down for whatever reason. So you have to protect your consciousness. You create your own reality. It's a simple statement. Other people say, don't tread on me, or freedom isn't free. I get why people say stuff like that. It's a bit too militaristic for me. But I get why people say phrases like that. Maybe it's uniquely American. Don't tread on me. I don't know where that started from. But it kind of fits into that same category. You create your own reality. It's a metaphysical, don't tread on me, keep your shit to yourself. And it's hard to do. It's hard to do, man. But yeah, if I ever got tattoos, I don't know, I'm in my 40s. If you don't get tattoos by this point of your life, it's kind of weird to start now. Plus, they're expensive to get. But I would just get simple ones, black and white. Create your own reality around my arms or elbows or shoulders, I don't know. And maybe that's cheaper if it's just black. You don't have to get colors or design, it's just letters. Or I could do it myself. There is like old fashioned, like Native American needles you could use. Yeah, but I had to do a Bad Religion song one of these weeks because I said they're in my top 5 bands in terms of inspiration, influence, and just I don't think there's any songs in my catalog that would be like a Bad Religion inspired song because I don't know how to write songs like that. I write punk songs sometimes, but it's more Dead Kennedys or I don't know what else I would, maybe Keith Morris stuff with the Circle Jerks, because I don't know, Bad Religion has a unique flavor. No Effects has a unique flavor that is hard to, it's in my DNA. Bad Religion and No Effects and Rancid, all those top of the line epitaph bands that, well, No Effects, now it's Fat Records, but I think they were on Epitaph at some point. I'm not sure. Maybe it was something else. Maybe at some point. Face to Face. All those bands kind of got me through the high school years. And I still listen to it. It's not like I don't like it anymore. I still love Face to Face, Big Choice. I'll probably have to pick a Face to Face song to arrange into an acoustic version at some point. And No Effects and Rancid. Oh, I did Rancid already. But yeah, I knew I had to pick Bad Religion at some point. And I thought it would be cool, interesting to make a medley because I could have picked like 20 more songs to kind of add to this, but that would have been way too complicated. Maybe at some point, I like the idea of making punk medleys because as I was creating this version, I was getting Rancid songs in my head and other punk songs that would fit this type of song. So maybe in the future I can make more punk medleys because they're kind of fun to write. And I'm not saying this song is easy to play, but once you get the basic once you get the basic arrangement, I had to read the lyrics, but I kind of knew them. I don't have these lyrics memorized because I just don't memorize lyrics. That's a difficult thing. I think the only way to really memorize lyrics is to play this song like over and over again. Like I'm talking about like 20, 30 times until it literally becomes a part of your DNA and you don't have to even think about it. The words just come out effortlessly. But yeah, I'm not at that point. But I would love to learn this song by heart, so if I ever did an open mic night or whatever, I could play this to open my set and get people energetic because it's such a powerful song. Like, that's one of my favorite lyrics of all time is break all the fucking rules and go to hell with Superman. It's a funny line, like, go to hell with Superman and die like a champion. It's a funny line, but it's like it is kind of meaningful. I don't know. It's one of those lines that people will scoff at and laugh off as, oh, it's just a stupid punk rock song. But there's like a real power to a line like that. Do what you want, but don't do it around me. It relates to Leave Mine to Me, which is why I wanted to combine those songs together. But yeah, that's one of my favorite lines of all time. It's like the ultimate just... it's a fuck you, but it's also like a funny fuck you. Like, go to hell with Superman. I don't know why, that image just makes me laugh. Thinking of Superman in hell just makes me laugh. It's like the two most American ideals to preach Christianity and the fear of hell and to live like Superman. And that's like the ultimate just fuck you. Like, Superman's going to hell too. Superman's killing people all the time. He's probably going to hell. I don't know. I'm not sure what he really means by that line. Maybe he just thought it was comical. Because I really love that line. I don't know why. It's like one of my favorite lyrics of all time. Yeah, hey. Yeah, hey. Anyway, yeah, this is a really fun song. If you don't know Bad Religion, you know, even if you're a religious person, it might sound weird to go listen to Bad Religion. It's like when people who are conservative Republicans, but they listen to Rage Against the Machine when they work out. It's kind of funny. Or when the Republicans use Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA on their campaign, whatever candidate that was, I don't remember, Bush, Reagan, I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of funny when stuff like that happens. If you don't know Bad Religion, even if you're like a crazy religious person, you don't curse, you don't want to bring any doubt into your head, all right, maybe if you're that level, maybe I don't want to be the one perverting, leading you to Bad Religion, but I think it's cool to keep an open mind about stuff. I went to Catholic school for 12 years, and I listened to plenty of punk rock during high school. It's not like it made me hate Catholicism or anything, because the realization I made over the last few years is that everybody interprets religion differently. Everyone's going to use religion to suit their own purposes. There's a selfish ego quality to it. My God's dick is bigger than your God's dick. There's all kinds of shit like that. Hopefully, for the most part, people just use religion to promote community and respect of other cultures and bring people together. Ideally, that's what you want in any kind of organized religion. And yeah, I believe the majority of people would agree with that statement. Sure, there's a radicalization, there's a fundamentalism involved with organized religion that's dangerous, because when you believe that God is on your side and you pick teams based on which God is going to bless your country over this country or bless your people over this people. When you choose teams like that, yeah, it's kind of stupid and it's kind of dangerous because it's a weapon. Religion can be used as a powerful weapon to beat the war drum over the years. It's not the only weapon though. Atheism could do it too. I want to be fair about stuff because I write about this. It's very complicated. If I ever had kids, what would I do? Would I bring them up with nothing, like a bunch of little cynical nihilists? Hi, little nihilist. I don't know. It's something I wrote about in my book because you never really know what you would bring your kids up until you actually go through it, I guess. But yeah, that's the beauty of bad religion. I'm going on this ramble because when you listen to punk rock that's very intellectual and very captivating, it opens up channels of communication. Maybe some people don't want to go there. They want to just stick to the basics, and that's fine. That's not really fundamentalism. If that's your reality, then who am I to say, your reality is wrong? You chose that reality. If you want to live a life, a creationism, and you believe in all that stuff, evolution's bullshit, dinosaur bones were put in the ground by the devil or whatever. If that's your reality, then I have no right to combat you. It gets more complicated when you speak of what do you teach in schools, because you're trying to bring a curriculum to all types of people with different philosophies. So yeah, these are complex topics that I can't speak about intelligently enough to really sound like I know what I'm talking about. But that's the beauty of bad religion, that they'll go into any topic. They're not afraid to approach any topic and speak what they're feeling. That's the beauty of punk rock in general. Like, it's a scary thing when you don't want to think certain things or say certain things because you're afraid of how someone else might perceive it. It's something that is totally anti-American, in my opinion at least. I'm not saying America is perfect or ever really realized all the Bill of Rights completely, because they didn't. But the idealism of America is still legitimately something you should strive towards. Anybody, Republican, Democrat, atheist, religious person, doesn't matter, man. I just listened to a podcast with Titus Andronicus, and he talks about his album The Monitor and how he wrote that album, some of the political themes in it, and he speaks about this stuff better than I do. How the idealism of American Constitution and the Bill of Rights and all that stuff, and equality under the law, freedom from religion, freedom of religion, all that good stuff. It's never been fully realized because people are egomaniacal assholes. People are egomaniacs, everybody. And it's hard to take a back seat when someone's telling you how to live and you don't want to live by that person's philosophy. Don't tread on me, and all this shit. It's very complicated, man. When it comes to the education of the youth, it's very complicated. But yeah, if I did have kids, I would want them to open up their minds to as much as they can. And I know I'm kind of contradicting myself because there's so much information that it could affect your brain waves, but you just have to keep telling yourself, just because you read something or listen to a song, it doesn't mean you agree with it. People present a political nature to every single song. If you listen to this, it must mean this. If you listen to gangster rap, it must mean you you agree with violence and misogyny and all this stuff. If you watch a mafia movie, it must mean you like to kill people. It's a stupid mentality. Like, I never agreed with that violent video games or violent movies. I don't agree that that's the reason people go and do violent things. I'll never really agree to that. Maybe it's a part of it, but there's way more variables to every specific situation. So yeah, I never really bought into that whole thing. Because I like Bad Religion, it must mean I'm an atheist and I hate religion, and I think I'm better than religious people because they're all just flat earthers and stuff. Like, I don't believe in any of those statements. I'm not an atheist. I said in my book that I'm not affiliated with any political party. I'm not affiliated with any organized religion. I'm just a happy idiot trying to make stuff. That's all I really define myself as. I don't think I'm saying anything in this rant that's really that unique that somebody hasn't said before me. So I'm not breaking new ground or anything. But yeah, I'm going way too long with this. Anyway, if you never gave Bad Religion a chance, check out Stranger Than Fiction. Recipe for Hate is really good. Suffer, the earlier stuff, No Control. The Gray Race is perfect album. I love that album still. Age of Unreason came out maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And actually 2019, I think. I don't know how many albums they have at this point. Empire Strikes First. It's kind of about the whole Middle Eastern wars and stuff. And yeah, there's so many good albums. Generator. Even the first one, like, Bad Religion's been a huge part of not just my songwriting, but my screenwriting, because they're always giving me new ideas to explore. My entire screenplay Garrity is kind of loosely based on Bad Religion and the movie Network. So they're always creeping up into my writing in some degree, whether I really know about it or not. Until I might not even realize it until later that Bad Religion, wow, they must have influenced this, inspired this lyric or this screenplay idea. So yeah, I had to pay tribute to Bad Religion this week. And yeah, even if you're a religious person, don't be afraid. Like, I'm not trying to corrupt the youth by saying go listen to Bad Religion. Just know what you're getting into. They're going to criticize some government institutions. They're going to criticize some religious institutions. And that's I don't want to say uniquely American way to approach things, but you shouldn't be afraid to criticize anything like that. You shouldn't be afraid to explore these topics, because sometimes people conflate that if you're listening to Bad Religion, you must be this crazy radical person. And yeah, you shouldn't be afraid to explore different things. When I heard Stranger Than Fiction when I was like 14, 15, like, I just liked the music. I didn't care about the lyrics. I would go jog or work out and just listen to Bad Religion, No Effects, Rancid. It's just great energy, man. And that's why I would, if I ever do an open mic night, I would open every performance with this medley or some Bad Religion song. Do What You Want. Basically just that song. Because I think it provides an attitude to give me confidence and to give me like a fearlessness. Like, don't take yourself too seriously. Just perform some stupid songs and that's it. Like, don't take yourself seriously. And that's the beauty of punk rock, I think. I don't think you could say punk rock has any pretentiousness because that's everything they're kind of against, right? Like punk rock is supposed to be against all the pretentiousness, all the crazy production stuff and effects and stuff, and because people do pay too much mind to that. Like I guess in certain cases, if you want to listen to prog rock like Yes or Emerson, Lake and Palmer, even Pink Floyd, like yeah, Dark Side of the Moon probably wouldn't have worked if it was like a raw production. So sometimes certain music does call for that crazy Alan Parsons production quality. So I can appreciate all of it, but maybe I lean towards the punk rock element more because that's all I can produce. I can't do anything professional quality right now, or I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it 100% professional quality because you probably need to go to school for that production. But yeah, the beauty of punk rock is Nirvana could go record Bleach in like a weekend or whatever it was, a week. And I love Bleach. Bleach is amazing. Other punk bands, yeah, they could record an entire album in like a day or two. There's a lot of good stories about that. And it's another fuck you to like the whole music industry that you don't need all that glitz and glam to put something honest out there. And yeah, that's the beauty of punk rock. Today you can go on Spotify and listen to anything. Like the information overload today is a million times greater than the 90s. I couldn't listen to hip hop unless one of my cooler friends played Eazy-E for me or something, or The Chronic. I wasn't really buying hip hop CDs, but now I can go on Spotify and listen to anything. I was like, yesterday, I heard a Biz Marquee song, and I'm like, I really liked his voice. I never really checked him out other than that one song. You got what I need. You say he's just a friend. But I heard another Biz Marquee song. I can go listen to Biz Marquee for the next 5-6 hours on Spotify. It wasn't like that 20-30 years ago. So it's a different world where you can open yourself up to any and all information. And I guess I'll just end it there because I'm speaking way out my ass right now. I usually don't make these videos that this long, but for some reason this became just a crazy stream of consciousness. But yeah, go listen to Bad Religion. They're in my top 5 bands of all time. They're a great live band, and even if the members kind of change, I think they've had different guitar players throughout the years, and drummers too, I think. But yeah, they're still an amazing band. They're a band that you can feel pretty confident that if they come out with a new album, it's going to be a killer punk rock, high energy album. I don't think they want to put out shit at this stage of their career. After you do it for 40 years, I don't think you want to spoil your legacy with some like Barry Manilow type album or something. No offense to Barry Manilow. So yeah, go listen to Bad Religion, and that's it.